Alright. This is a temporary. We're in a work in progress. We're in the middle of moving things around. Things will look better in time. So what happened last time?
Last time, we began in a confrontation with a certain Prince Sorenmir of one of the noble houses, who just so happened to be our good friend Rolf's brother. Rolf was challenged by his brother, Alden. That was his name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alden challenged him, trying to drag him home, kicking and screaming, but we quickly realized that Alden is kind of a pushover, and Rolf asserted his dominance and assured him that he would be heading home on his own time. Alden brought bad news that his older brother Thaddeus has passed away, which means that Rolf is next in line for his noble heritage. We learned a lot about the Sorenmir noble houses, and we ultimately decided after these revelations to continue on to Dawncall to wrap up the business that we needed to wrap up there. We were stopped by several different people. First was my rival, Tempest Oranus, the stranger in a cloak who appears in strange tears in reality with shimmering distortions and promises of grand conflict in the future. We thought he was a little bit tougher than he was last time, but he was still not very strong. There are a lot of confusing things happening there, and after that wrapped up, we were stopped by yet another hooded figure who was somebody from my past who came with the intention of bringing me home. Really, the last episode was just about people trying to come and bring us away from our own paths back onto the paths we came from. We had a hostile conversation with this individual whose name was Auspex, who initially showed themselves in their dragonborn form, but through the conflict that unfolded, we did battle. We went back and forth in a completely fair and balanced fight that we had a chance in. And we eventually knocked him to the point where he had to reveal his true form, that of a mighty adult dragon with strange magics and powers. We tried to fight him, we lost, and while this conflict was happening, Ulo and Tai were easily persuaded to not participate in this conflict. Probably due to magical means, I hope. Right?
Sure.
Sure.
No, we did say that.
There was magic involved, yeah.
There was
We
magic
said
involved.
slightly. We said a little bit.
Asterisks, air quotes. We lost that fight. We were left defeated and in a pile on the ground. Our friends eventually came around and revived us, and much drama unfolded. Val did some yelling. Everybody's mad at each other, and we're all brooding in lore right now, and I believe that's where we left off.
Yep.
I might be projecting, but
And it's about to be even more interesting because after all that, Andros is going to wake up.
Andrews!
Yeah.
You wake up out of your illicit coma. Not really a coma. Well, you fell asleep. Last thing you remember was basically your heart rate going up so high, even as you were getting ready for a battle, and as you were getting more and more amped, you could feel almost something like grabbing at the back of your brain. It was almost like going on fire, and then you pushed away from this feeling to just beeline towards whoever this cloaked figure was talking to Rolf at that moment and start fighting with them. And when you've fought against that feeling, you became overwhelmed and blacked out, and you now wake up inside your room inside Lore.
Gods above. What was that? I just kind of slowly get out. Where is Seraphina? Probably standing over top of me, I would imagine.
No, she's not in the room currently.
Interesting.
Oh.
I just kind of expected that, so that's okay. I just kind of like rubbing my temples. I kind of wander into the common area.
As you get into the common area, which is what's on screen, that's what I'm shooting for here. A general idea of the inside area of of Lore. But for whatever reason, I mean, I haven't even generated a show image in ages. It put shows Kusurigama. How would you say it?
Kusarigama.
Just threw that on the table for no reason. So apparently
That's
you guys
pretty
are
funny.
murdering show or something. I don't know.
I mean, hey, fuck it. Get him!
Very weird. Just that's a strange detail. Thanks, AI. Regardless, you come out here and you do see Seraphina next to Lore, the ghost. Just kind of, they're sitting next to each other, and Lore just kind of happily waiting there as you see Seraphina just straight on staring at it. Two of them seem to be keeping each other occupied at the moment.
All right. Good.
And I think in the common area is Rolf walking off towards Val's room, and no
That sounds
sign of Ulo or Ty. I believe Ulo already went to bed, and Ty is outside, unbeknownst
Outside.
to.
Rolf. Hey.
What? Oh, you're finally awake.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Trying to cross the border. This man's been waiting to say that for weeks.
I'll never
Entire game is.
He's been waiting for so long.
God damn it! You were so prepared; it had to be intentional. Son of a bitch.
That was actually spur of the moment.
Hey, that was not good. What happened?
A lot. Where to start?
Well, what happened to me?
You just zonked out on us, buddy.
Great. All right.
We don't know what happened, really. You seemed okay, but so we just put you in your room.
Cool. Well, suddenly passing out is not a good thing. So
No, I mean we assumed it has to do with
I think it did.
the demon things.
I was feeling, I don't know, amped up, and I think it just kind of caught up to me after all these days.
Yeah.
There's only so much adrenaline your body can handle at once. It just felt like I was running into overdrive, and trying to resist the instinct made my body, I guess, shut down. I was about to charge whoever that was that we were talking to.
Oh, well, yeah, that's one of the things. I guess we can start with that. So,
Give me a moment, and I'm just gonna walk over. I'm just gonna grab because I'm sure there's like a food area. Or
Yes,
something.
that's why there's a little kitchen there in that area. Yeah. There's water and stuff for you guys.
I'm just gonna grab like a nice tall tankard of water and just sit myself down.
yeah, I'll sit back down. We can chat before we go talk to Val.
Okay, you say that is Val in trouble? What's going? Let's start from the top. I blacked out. We were talking to somebody.
So, we'll start with that. Yes, Val and I were talking to a dragonborn named Ospec. And apparently it's someone from Val's past, someone from her tribe. and Val had left them without telling anyone. Apparently, they only noticed now.
Dragonborn?
It was a drag. Well, it
Oh, wait.
appeared to be a dragon.
Was I awake during Rolf stuff?
No.
You weren't. So that's why
Oh.
he accidentally just mixed it up. Like this is a full day. So he's telling you about another cloaked figure that you were passed out for.
Oh, I thought you were
No.
talking about.
I have no
He missed your
context.
brother,
Yeah.
and he missed your.
Yeah, I know. I
I
thought
have
you
no
were
brother was
context
saying.
cloaked,
on any of
too.
this, so I just assumed this was the thing we were talking to at first. He said something about coming home. What did that? Why did somebody from
Oh,
Belfast
so that's a
know
whole
you?
other thing. Okay, so hang on. We gotta move back. Okay,
Oh, I thought.
let's start
okay.
from the.
I was
No,
really
no, no. Hang on.
confused by somebody from
No.
Val's past was telling you to come home.
No. I got confused. Ryan, the player, did, based on how we were talking about things. The order that we talked about things, I thought he was
That's fine.
seeing that. Yes, there was like 7 hooded figures we went across. No, yeah, so we'll start from the top. Yeah, after you passed out, yeah, so I had a visit from family. I had not, been honest about where I came from. I am not native to Dawncall. I was actually born in Soromir.
Oh, well,
Um,
that's where we're going, so that'll be helpful.
Yes. Not only that, I am of the Sertet noble family.
Oh, okay.
I left that name behind. We had our differences, and I left. Assumedly to never see them again. I figured I'd put it behind me. I left the name behind me. I believed I was disinherited, and figured that was that. And I just tried to forget about it and move on. But apparently, apparently they need me to come home. Yeah, that was my brother Alden.
Okay.
A bit misguided with his methods, but he was trying to bring me home to. There's a lot going on there, as we heard from the Valkyrie in Soromir right now.
Okay.
My older brother Thaddeus has died, and my father is sick. And I believed I was out of the running, but apparently they are still calling upon me to be next in line. Or at least, that's what it sounded like.
That's unfortunate to hear about your family, at least.
Yes. I told them we were heading that way anyway, so we can stop by after we deal with what we need to deal with in Dawncall.
Okay.
Yeah. But and that's not all. After all that, Val had a run-in with his past.
Hers.
Her, sorry.
You're good.
Val had a run-in from her past.
Said something about a dragonborn?
Yes. There was a dragonborn that came looking for us, Val specifically, and mentioned that Val disappeared. Val mentioned that she had left a long time ago without telling anyone, They had just found out recently. So this Dragonborn Ospec came looking, basically asking Val to come home and hunker down with them. Something about a big event happening. Val didn't want to go. He wasn't taking no for an answer. He was able to persuade Kai and Ulo from interfering. And I tried to help Val best I could, but a few hits into the fight, the Dragonborn actually shed its disguise to show its true adult dragon form. And
Wait, so you fought a dragon?
yep, and it did not go very well.
And what do you mean? And it was just the two. What you said?
Rolf looks pretty beat up. As you're coming to your senses, Rolf is kind of okay, but you notice, wait a minute, you do look like you've been in a fight.
And
Yeah, we got hit, knocked out pretty good.
and you said Val, Ty, and Ulo were persuaded. What does that mean?
He basically offered them things to stay out of the way. He created a giant pile of gold for Ty, and he gave Ulo this black and white flame that he was kind of obsessed with.
And so they just didn't help you at all as you were getting throttled by a dragon.
Yep. Val already gave him the 5th degree.
You see my breathing starts to get a little bit faster.
His blood pressure begins to rise.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. After the fight, we were knocked out. I don't know what happened. Ty and Ulo woke us up eventually, and we had a nice chat. And then Val, before I was able to really talk to Val, she went to her room, so I was about to go talk to her about what just happened, and then you came in. So now you're pretty much caught up.
All right. Well, let's go forward then. I'll down the rest of the water and stand up.
Okay.
You guys make your way to Val's room.
Yep. Knock, knock, knock.
Open.
I come in.
You enter into a room that has this kind of eclectic mix of cobbled together furniture, and the main piece is this long lathe that she's spinning a dowel of wood on and carving into the shape of a wand. She'll stop her work and turn, and you're awake. Are you all right?
Yeah. As alright as I'm gonna be for the moment. Rolf was just catching me up about everything I just missed, apparently, over the last day.
It's a shame that you were out when you were. Your help would have been very fortuitous.
Well, just answer me one thing. I got a bit of this story. This Ospec person. They somebody you wish to be around, or not at all? Like, what's the big thing I should know about that?
All right. Let's get everybody together. I'm willing to share and put all the cards on the table. I didn't realize that he would come for himself, for me personally. Let's just get everybody, and I'll explain this once, and we'll all be on the same page.
Okay.
Good idea.
I'll try and hunt down Ulo wherever he's at.
All right, you go to Ulo's room,
Kick the
and
door down.
what was that?
I kicked the door down.
Oh, you
There's
kicked.
no
okay.
door. It's just hanging vines, so you just kick like vines. And
I kicked
those
through the vines.
Stumbles a little bit.
Come into the common room. We're all going to have a conversation.
All right.
I'll go over to Ty's room. I'll
I think
knock
she
on
was
the door.
She was outside, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll head towards the exit.
All right, you're gonna give me a second. All right, as you're walking down to that, we are going to return with Ty. I'm giving my AI image generation one try. I didn't
It's
have
just
this
God. Don't
one.
worry, guys. Nothing too crazy.
Could be.
Just God.
In my panic scribbling of like, oh, this would be a really good thing to have right now. Maybe. Let's see.
Could it be?
Giving a little too much Jesus Christ vibes there, I'll tell you.
Mm.
Dude, for some reason, the image generation for ChatGPT is always like, give me, okay, this is... I mean, it's pretty close, but the tone is very wrong. Please make it nighttime and a somber mood and tone. And
Yes, please.
obscure
So polite.
face.
Always be nice to your AI.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
always
I'm very nice.
say
Did you see
nice
that
things to
post
it.
where they were saying like they asked the AI what it's like to talk to me, make an image of it, and people were showing all kinds of stuff. Mine was super nice, which I was like, huh. But there was like the one that on the post was like it had an image of him like on top of all these like fucking broken electronics with a whip.
Oh,
and
goodness.
He's slapping and slamming on a robot. And he's just like, wrong, stupid.
Jesus Christ, dude.
That guy's
Hate
the
that.
first one to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna say hate
First
that.
one.
Yeah,
First one.
Let me see.
Yeah, I don't think he's the first one to go. I think they keep him around.
He gets to suffer.
Exactly.
He's gonna get terminated.
Wait, I could probably show you that too in a second. Everything just got load. So much loading going on right here. The banners, the Azurans, the emblems I'm not happy with, the more emblems I'm not happy with, more emblems I'm not happy with. For fuck's sake, where is the thing? Boy, your boy's been just a content farm over here, just cranking out images. As far as
Mr.
this
Content
$20 will go, man. Serafina. There it is. Download. Open. So this is what it thinks talking to me is like.
Wow. So cool.
That's cute. And then
Nice.
let's see if I go up. Did I get my second image here? Now it's way off. So we'll open them both up right now, and then you guys will. You can look in OBS, so I don't change the scene because we're gonna be right back in there in just a second. So split the difference here, Buckos, between somber that doesn't look like Ty and Ty having a fucking great time with Jesus Christ behind her. Ba-doo. Whoops. Stop! Oh God, you're cruel. Where? Why can't I grab anything? Stop changing it. There. And there. Okay. Now, is that even in the OBS? It is not. Fantastic. Glad I did all that and didn't even see where it was. Nothing to grab. Let's move you over here. Move you over there. Okay.
I like the pumpkins.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say the same thing.
Pumpkins, and there's dice. There's all kinds of shit going on here.
Dude, she's having a great time.
She's not a single thing learned. Not a single lesson learned.
No remorse.
Meanwhile,
All right. Is there anything you want to say? Like you said last time, right? It was just going to be her with you. But you said you wanted to potentially think of something in the week or so it's been. Have you had a thought, or has time gotten the best of you?
time has gotten the best of me, my friends.
I was expecting a DM if something would have actually come of it. Okay.
Yeah, no. Life,
All right, so
Got in the
excellent.
way.
So this entire thing was a waste of time. You go inside after.
Yeah. Oh
Excellent.
no,
Love
I've ruined the
that.
session.
That's okay. You go inside when Andros opens the door and calls you back in. So the group is now inside.
Okay.
Hey, I want to sit on the couch.
Okay.
So, as you might expect, this individual from my past, Auspex, is, well, my full name is Valangarak Grandur. I come from a nomadic clan that's a part of a group known as the Red Fist. The Red Fist are a group of warmongers who seek nothing but power by any means. They travel the continents that they arrive at, carving a path of destruction and stealing any knowledge, any power, any military might that they can. Conscribing people and bringing them into the tradition. For the Red Fist, the warpath is a sacred calling. They believe that the Red Fist will crush the feeble of the world and a mightier Zenya will its grasp. It's all about crushing the weak and allowing the truly mighty to rise to the top. It's a large group, but among them there are 3 leaders that I know of. They are all dragons. One of them is Auspex. Auspex is a dragon whose specialty is hoarding those who have arcane power. He seeks to hoard knowledge unto himself. And the more he hoards, the more powerful he becomes. There's also Vindictus and Apotheosis, who hoard strength and faith, respectively. They're very powerful. The hold that they have over the people in the clan is startling. There's a tradition among my people called the Wayfaring, where people who are coming of age venture out into the world to seek their own path, to look and study under some kind of master, to cultivate their own strength of some kind. A lot of people will find, a martial instructor. I managed to find a very interesting one, but my path took me against the flow of the warpath, and they teach this ideal where what you're doing is it's the fire that burns through the forest that allows new things to grow, but all I found was ash in our wake. All I found was sorrow. After I left the clan and the immediate influence of the people who were in charge, I was met with the sorrow of the people who we had ransacked, and I decided that I wasn't going to go back. For a time before I met with Tai and Ulo, and we went on our escapades, I was under the tutelage of someone named Dodmir, who taught me a lot of what I know of glyph magic and of this peculiar tradition that I practice. I'm very thankful for his tutelage, because that time under his care and instruction really allowed me to escape from the desire for wanton destruction and the accumulation of power for power's sake. Like he said, I just slipped away, and frankly, it's surprising that they didn't send someone sooner. I just truly didn't expect that Auspex would come himself. He's formidable, but like I said earlier, it was foolish of him to come by himself and vulnerable. I determined sometime after I left that I would try and go back and get my family and my friends out as well. They presumably are just still bought in. They believe the dogma that the clan pushes, and most people don't question it because they've just lived their whole life on the warpath. So, traveling with all of you has been a way to make myself stronger, so that I can go and face the wardens, is what they call themselves. They're the ones who hoard all the people and all the might and reap the rewards. If I can break their hold on my people, they might see truth and know real freedom.
Were you born into this tribe?
Yes, I was. Yes. My mother and my father were both members of this tribe, and they're still there, as far as I know.
Do you think they could be persuaded?
It's tricky. When you grow up your whole life knowing only one thing, when you're suddenly confronted with something that tells you you are wrong, it's not easy to just shift and accept truth. It takes a lot of grappling with reality and with reason to come to any kind of conclusion. And even then, it's still, there's a part of me that I feel guilty, like I'm abandoning my family, even though I know it was wrong.
This is an image of what you guys fought. In his dragon form. It's a mix of like an owl and a dragon.
I dig it.
thing.
Owl dragon. Very
I
good.
like the pointy feathers.
Yeah.
No.
Anything, Zach? It's his ideas.
Well, it's not my ideas. It's strictly.
Yeah, he did steal them from somebody else, but it was still his idea to steal it from somebody else. Right?
Nah, it's still cool.
Sell
though.
yourself short, all right? And now look where we're at. We're 3 people steals down the road, okay?
Yeah.
No. Coming from someone who knows family drama, sometimes leaving feels like the best idea, even if you are abandoning them.
I do hope to go back. I want to break their shackles, and I want to at least give them a choice.
Yeah.
But this thing that they're trying to hunker down for is, I don't have any idea of what that could be. I don't know why all of a sudden they would take the time to do a census and gather everybody together.
Tai, Ulo,
Yeah.
Rolf told me that they had been knocked unconscious. What did this Auspex do while they were down?
He
Don't remember.
basically, Lulu and I were sort of in a daze. I can't speak for Lulu, but I certainly felt some sort of magical persuasion. Not entirely, but something that made him a lot more persuasive than a normal person would be. And after they were down, and the fighting had stopped, he resuscitated them, but that was after he spoke to myself and Ulo briefly about compliance and some other stuff. I'm sorry, today's been a lot.
The only thing I remember is he told us to tell Val that she should go back.
Yeah.
So you were in like a daze, like you were enthralled.
If enthralled is the right word, but somewhere in that realm, yeah.
Charmed, maybe.
Was this what you felt,
Yeah.
Ulo?
An insatiable draw, perhaps I would call it. I haven't felt that before.
Are they being honest with me?
Make the insight check, the first roll of the night.
Let's see. That is gonna be a 15.
You guys, don't tell me what, but deception or being forthright. Go ahead and make your roll. What persuasion? Deception or persuasion is what you two guys are rolling.
Persuasion.
So just if you beat him, then he doesn't know. If you don't, then you gotta give him some hints and describe which way you were leaning.
23.
Okay.
13.
Oh. Tough to read there, Mr. Andros. As you're trying to get their senses, there's just this little, like, fucking tiny little pain in your head right now in your brain. Like someone's taking just the tiniest little pick, a little spiking pain in you, and you just can't push it too far, and you're like,
I feel like Ty's got too many emotions on her face.
Yeah,
It's kind of hard to...
Oh, 100%.
But Ulo failed.
Oh, he did.
He got a 13. I got a 15.
Oh, I thought
You
I
sure
said
did.
15. Okay.
No, yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, I mean, insatiable draw is probably the accurate way to describe that.
Well,
To say that it didn't, there was no saving throw or any, spell effect that you felt.
yeah. You have to be careful around those magics. Maybe we should try to get up some defenses against being enthralled like that again, because having you distracted while your teammates are being attacked is not an ideal situation.
Or getting turned against us
Getting turned against us completely.
through magical means.
Yeah, it would be a shame if I had to knock some sense into you.
Not a choice I would have made if I knew the outcome, but it is a choice that I made.
I am very upset. Because I had the opportunity to crush someone wholly vile in this world, and I came up short. And I can't help but wonder what would have happened if we met him with the full force of our might. There are obviously layers to this situation, and I know how badly you wish to please your master. But I ask that you consider it's not just me, and it's not just one dragon, it's the wake of destruction that will come for generations should I fail. So respectfully, the next time we cross paths with him, I should like to see him crumble under your flame.
It's on site.
Oh no. Oh Jesus.
Well,
boy.
you said that they gain power through hoarding knowledge or strength or whatever.
So it's peculiar. It's not specifically knowledge, or it's the people, right? The people are the horde. The people that are in the clan, the people that are in the army, the more arcane might they have, the more strength Auspex has. The more physical strength the warriors have, the stronger Vindictus becomes. It's that kind of deal.
So it's not just the fact that they have those flanking them to provide them support, but they magically grow more powerful from those that believe in their cause.
That's why their hold on those in the clan is so ingrained in our very psyches. Because if we were to leave, it's almost like losing faith. If we were to leave, they would lose power.
Going after them directly seems like it would just get more and more difficult then. You said that
Potentially.
people usually seek out a master of the sword or whatever. Is there a typical location? I mean, can we go there and try to find multiple followers and dissuade them?
It's possible. We would just have to figure out where the warpath is right now.
He doesn't know, remember?
Sounds.
Sorry?
Remember, didn't our boy here leave a note on your unconscious body telling you
Oh,
to wake
yeah.
up and come to your
He
senses and
did.
come home?
He definitely did.
I guess I pull out that note and
On the map, it's like, here!
Just a giant
Wow.
circle.
Let's see where Reed has decided.
Is it near Sorenmere? No, he's scrolling away.
I'll go more this way. Oh, it's in the O!
It's in the O.
Oh no, we're going to Serpent's Chase.
Oh, Jesus. Director. No.
Where are they hunkering down?
First, what is this? I gotta go to this token control. This guy. Can I? No, you don't like that? There we go. You guys.
Oh, there it is.
There's this one. Come on. Oh, okay, but you don't want to move. I'll move you this way. I'll do it the other way.
One of those.
There you go.
Oh, just inch you around. A little inchworm. That's what you are.
That's so close to Tonkal. Oh no.
No, this is where you guys are currently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice. Oh, we're so close to Donkal.
Yeah. You guys were right at the forest. Remember, right before you got in through it, and
Yep.
that's where you met Oshspect, who was trying to make his way to
Yep.
Donkal, but you guys ended up catching him. Okay, so that helps you orient yourself, so you know where you are there.
Okay.
And where do I want you? Keep talking while I figure out.
Yeah.
I said, where do I want you?
So it is highly strange that the clan is hunkering down because they're nomads, right? They're constantly pulling people at young ages from the war path and trying to bolster their numbers at all times. They just keep moving. So their hunkering down is very strange. Yeah, so I suppose if we do know their location, we can skirt the outside and perhaps find any wayfarers that might be wandering, heading home, pilgrimage, and have a friendly chat with them.
Probably be difficult to convince people so close to the group.
I agree.
But
Especially because most people, when they wayfare, they travel perpendicular to the warpath. They go out, not back. And I guess it was just chance that I chose differently. I guess it's by design, usually, that they point people in different directions. They don't want people thinking too much.
Sounds like it was your new master that dissuaded you. If we speak to them instead.
Would I know where Dodmere is
Yeah.
chilling?
Why not? I feel like they are here. Why is that?
Oh.
That's gross.
Earth close.
That's real.
Yeah,
close.
that's It's right there.
Ooh, where is? How do I change the color?
Right down the road.
Hey, guys, we can get a cup out of this.
I mean, whatever he did for you, surely he could do for others.
That's true. Recruiting him to our cause would be most helpful. And Rolf, I'm sure you would like to have a conversation with him. He was the one who taught me about all these glyphs.
That could definitely be an interesting conversation.
Speaking of, Rolf, is there anything more we need to know from your side of things? I mean, you got me a bit up to speed, but...
You're a prince. Yeah. You hid it from us this whole time. You're rich. Could have funded our...
I did not take any money when I left.
It's true.
Nor all the opportunities in which shit was left with you.
Yeah. I didn't want it.
I will not be beholden to these assholes.
Pretty much. Yes.
I'll throw your guy.
Honestly,
I think he's in Swellington.
Swellington?
Yeah, I think that's where he's at.
Swellington?
Yeah. Mountains outside of Swellington, somewhere around
Swellington.
there. His den is swelling.
it is a
Swellington.
swell den.
Beef Swellington, yeah.
Well, I'm glad they're
Very
so
good.
far away right now. I feel like that gives us a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah. It's been 10 years. I'm sure much has changed. I guess the important thing is I wouldn't trust them if I were you. We're gonna go and see what they want, but I think we should be cautious.
Why do you say that?
My family likes their station, but they are also unfulfilled by it.
They want more?
My family want more. They want more power, they want more money, they want more influence, and they will do whatever it takes to get it. And that's why I left. The lengths they were willing to go to, the backstabbing, the shady deals, the exploiting of our own people, any people, if it suited their needs, they would do whatever it took. So we just need to tread carefully because they will do whatever it takes, and they will do whatever to us to make it happen.
They as
Sounds
mighty
like-
as your brother?
They have an army, so more so, yeah. There are actual soldiers that are far more capable than my brother Alden.
What you
I
described
wouldn't
sounds
use him.
exactly like the Fey courts. Exactly what Oberon keeps us from. Wouldn't want to get wrapped up in that
Of course
if we
not.
don't have to.
I
You don't-
imagine it.
What about those pools
The f-
that we were told about? What is the significance of those?
um, they're like holy pools, right?
Yes,
What was
indeed.
it?
They're used on very special occasions to heal people, and it's almost like a trial, if I recall what I sold to the other group, to see if Kratula, if you can call her Crouton or some shit. Kratula.
Crouton.
I've had her name straight for 8 years. I think COVID melted my brain. Yeah, Kratula pools, they have incredible healing properties, and it is something that, like, it doesn't necessarily allow you to be healed. Kratula has to, like, bestow the gift, but if you're placed in it,
Sure.
it's worth the chance and opportunity. It's normally a very sacred and holy thing that is made not to ever be abused. It's used in only the most, like, extreme of situations. With that said, wait 1 second. Hunter, did I have anything else to, like, 4 years ago when I made them?
Let me backtrack a little bit.
Do you remember anything in the non-canon campaign?
Like a little bit. It was kind of like, where is it? I'm just trying to see if I have anything written down.
As with all ideas, they may accidentally mold with time and be like, "Oh wait, no, no, they weren't that at all."
It seemed like they were more of like they were the holy pools of Gratula, and
Yeah.
like if you had some sort, basically kind of like requesting a divine intervention of some sort.
Yeah.
Where like you put something, if something is placed in the pool, it's judged by Kratula directly, and like something could happen. Like it could heal you completely of some sort of unhealable curse, or it could burn you up on the spot. Like it wasn't. It was very much a bit of a gamble, but like it could do incredible things.
Yes.
Okay.
There you are. Thank you for
There it is.
the reference.
So what is the likelihood of us being able to access them if that's the case?
I mean,
With you, really good. Well, with
Yeah.
with your family's influence, I'll say.
well, with my family's influence, we have a good chance, but without it, possibly not. But I would worry about asking that favor and what they would ask in return.
Well, we're heading in
Because
that direction anyways.
I don't
So
I don't think I have that sway in the city anymore.
I mean, you are the heir. Do you even need to ask?
Honestly, I don't know what's going on. I didn't think I could be the heir anymore, and maybe I can't. Maybe I can. I don't know. Half the reason I want to go is because I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, well, any more world-shattering revelations I need to be made aware of just yet? Or is that everything that I've missed in the last? I just kind of like look
Your not watch.
Yeah, I look out the window in the last 16 hours.
If you guys had an animal in here, I would have had to go and just throw up. As animals always do. Just fucking goddamn it.
Pretty sure I just met Timora.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, you guys are all, mad at me and stuff. So I went outside to take a breather, get some air, and yeah, had a nice little chat.
And why is a goddess herself visiting you? What did you chat about?
To be honest, I'm not really sure myself. I'm kind of shocked, because I'm just, me, little me,
Are you sure it was really Timora? I mean, those plague doctors thought that they were meeting Tyr.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I am.
You guys need to meet a
I
god?
don't know. I don't know.
Oh no! Awful
Um,
hands bring him and like rip his flesh off as it drags him away.
Oh, that was a gruesome one.
But
Yep.
she
Yeah.
seemed to know, and I mean, it certainly wasn't any kind of presence that I've ever felt, so I don't know, DM. Was it really her?
You have no idea. It's definitely, though, the most calming presence you felt in your life, and it felt like you knew that it was her without having to ask or know. There was no quite indication, but she did make it clear that that you are one of her lucky stars, and your luck can be used to help your friends and guide this very world. She specifically sees something special in you and believes you have the chance to do something something that very few have ever been able to come close to accomplishing, and she thinks you can actually be the first to accomplish it.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's hard to explain. Sorry, it's very overwhelming, but it's very hard to explain. The type of presence that type of person holds, or entity. I'm not sure how to refer at this point now. But what?
You've never talked to her before?
No, I'm not particularly religious either.
You've
I
never
did-
like gone to a shrine or even prayed to her?
I mean, I've always like handled coins, whatnot. I'm pretty fond of flipping the fountains. I did have a friend that I did meet at one point in time. How she's doing, but we were friends, and she was like an acolyte of hers at one point. So I know of her, right? And
Yeah.
the appeal is there, but I'm not like a devout, I'm not, praying every day. Hey, give me some good luck today, But yeah, but she seemed to think that there was some destined fate, and that I was one of her lucky stars, and that whatever has been going on with me from being here to going to the Feywild to coming back and sort of being imbued with whatever crazy magical itis has been circling me forever, might be some sort of way to help you guys and maybe do something greater. So that just happened, so sort of just taking that in.
I mean, if
You-
Timora is like looking after you and says you can use stuff to help us, that's extremely fortuitous for us.
That's what I've been trying to do.
Just be
Doesn't always work out.
upfront with us whenever
Mhm.
if you have any more run-ins about what they're asking.
Oh,
I've already
of
seen
course.
the ways people get manipulated by.
Oh, I've been a
and
victim. Don't
right.
worry.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get on your bad side, so I understand.
And just backing up, how much money did you? They said something about money. What was being that you guys were distracted with? That you were enthralled by? How much? What should we get from that?
There was a lot. Like a lot. There might still be more outside, to be honest with you. I'm not really sure.
Oh,
Still
okay.
outside.
And those,
Yeah, there 100% is.
was that the same with you, Ulo? Was money on the drive?
No.
What was your distraction?
It's, I don't even want to call it a flame. It was this mind-piercing dance of energy.
Is that not what fire is?
It is, but it was something deeper. I studied it,
that.
trust me.
Yeah, I think I can help out here. I had, very close encounter with this fire. It just completely, attacks your head. Like, your brain is the only thing that is on fire. Like,
What do you
nothing
think?
I've ever felt.
How is this fire used against you?
The dragon uses it.
It's his breath
The
weapon.
Auspex, the dragon.
Oh, okay.
He breathed. Part of our fight was, he breathed his fire, and it engulfed me, and I felt no burns. But then my brain started screaming and burning. It was like nothing I had ever felt.
And so what happened to that fire?
Tried to infuse it into my wildfire spirit and didn't work.
Then what?
Dissipated.
It
You
just
being honest
left.
with us?
Go ahead and make an insight check, and
I know how
Ulo-
this game plays with Ulo.
Ulo, you are making a check. I'm pretty sure everyone
Natural 20.
knows about.
Natural 20.
Oh my god!
He's too powerful.
It's just too powerful.
That's a 10.
I lost it, guys. I didn't have the opportunity. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, get out
Ah,
of here.
well.
Come off it.
That could have been a
This
powerful
guy's
tool for us
scared.
if we could have harnessed that. And sounds like it's a pretty potent
That's
magic.
what I tried to do, but I'm not magically inclined enough.
So, well,
I
do
know
we
a
want to see
guy.
if we can collect any of that money? Might as well see if there's anything left.
Let me just make sure that it's not tagged. I'll ritual cast detect magic just to see if there's anything on it.
Yeah, there's definitely a tracking magic on it when you guys go outside, for sure.
It's all marked. We can't take it. They'll know where we are.
I think Ty has a bunch of it.
I mean, if we're going to Dawn
sure
Call,
do.
can't we just spend it in Dawn Call immediately?
We don't want.
I do have a lot, but again, there's
Yeah,
like
if
a
you-
lot outside.
Look at Ty. Does it look like any of the magic like comes off, or is it all focused just on the coins? I'm asking Val to look at Ty because I can't see shit.
If those coins with the tracker are in Val's possession, does that emanate from her still?
No. It only follows the coins.
Okay.
So specifically the coins.
I mean, honestly, it's not a bad idea to just take it and unload it all in Dawn Call.
How far are we from Dawn Call?
Very
Just a
close.
few more,
A
few more
day.
days.
A day, actually. I think it was a day.
Yeah, I think it was just one day. Yeah.
It was one day, last I said.
Listen, if you can if you can offload the 10,000 gold that he put on my head in one day, by all means, just make sure to get me something nice.
I mean, I just kind of gesture like, you just invest in something.
If anything, we could just give it to the homeless.
Yeah.
There are
That's
homeless
true.
in Dawncal, I presume. The wanderers in the city.
Probably not actually that much. They're probably pretty good with their social services.
Yeah.
We can find
so
They have a
Don
security
Call, by the
blanket
way,
because this
are
is fantasy world.
They were
There's no-
very balanced.
No, there's no poor in Don Call. There's no
There's, like,
homeless in
They're
Don
very
Call.
good about like making sure
Wow.
everybody's on the same boat and like
Yes.
taking.
We're
That's like part of their like anti-faith is like
Yeah.
the gods aren't taking care of us, we'll take care of us.
yeah. So you can
Lame.
find that Rumble and Last Star. In Sormir, you won't find homeless people, but you'll basically find
That's
people.
for a different reason.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
wait a second.
It's more conscripted into other services. I need to look for something. Where's my pants?
See, we need to catch up on our Oberyn lore.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Me? Are you referring to me looking up stuff right now? No.
No, over on
us.
this page was just there for several
yeah.
minutes. Ah, yes, that guy.
Oh yeah, that guy.
I don't remember. I mean, that doesn't mean anything.
Who even is that guy?
No, I'm looking for.
I mean, or if we just purchased like a magical item or something, those would all run very expensive. So I'm sure we could offload this amount of money in a relatively short period.
Down with finding some things to help us out.
Let's put it in a different bag though. Let's put all of it in a different bag, so we know this is the touched money.
Here, put it in my bag. I don't carry that. I don't carry gold anyway.
We're putting
Okay.
10,000 gold in
Yep.
Ulo's bag.
Sound good?
Hey guys, I'm the richest one here.
No.
Actually, you're not.
Winks at Ty.
Oh wait, you
No.
might be actually.
No, he is now.
Do you have the 10,000 from Golden Spade, or did you give that away?
I think
I don't know.
gave it
I
away.
have over 10,000 gold right now.
I spent like 5,000
I was
on the
asking-
lathe.
I was asking Luke, like, did you hold
No,
on to
I
that?
don't.
Or...
I don't have any. I gave that. I
I-
thought I gave that to Ty.
I think, yeah, I can say he gave that to me.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, I have like a
So-
lot of my own gold. Holy shit.
let's go to fucking Dawn Call. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
While we're traveling, or right at the end of this conversation, you see that there's like a kettle in the back, and there's probably like a little area to make a fire to burn. You see Ulo just like practicing with a flint and steel in the background.
You guys go make your day's journey to Dawn Call. Cool. I love the fact that oh, there's select file. Okay.
Let me hit that long rest button. Holy
Yes.
smokes!
Oh Jesus.
Why do you need
fuck.
that?
I'm on 1 HP currently.
Being
You probably
nice,
should be higher than that, but I did use a healing spirit though. But that's. I don't think I ever told you the dice though.
Only minor brain hemorrhaging.
Hmm.
You're fine.
I gotta mark off my first level spells that the Paladin of Hate took from me.
He hates you.
Hate you.
How's the masked man doing? Is he hobbling along?
I gotta
Coming
make
with
good
us?
shit for Masked Man. I gotta. That's a note for later. I forgot about my boy.
Where's my man?
He's definitely just like hanging off the side.
I was gonna say
Mhm.
he's
Yeah,
He-
I think Brian nailed it spot on. As you guys like exit, he is definitely like in a really weird spider-like awful angle on top of Lore.
that tracks. Now we're talking.
And he's just like
Yep.
peeking.
Mm. It's just
Mhm.
like a gnarled vine with like two glowing eyes
Mm-hmm.
peering in. Ugh.
Okay. And we're back.
And we're back.
And you guys enter into Dawn Call. What you notice is there is a massive tension in the air with the people of Dawn Call. Okay. All right, music. That's a little coming in hard. Every time. The people of Dawn Call are on edge as you come in. You're welcomed in, and your headaches begin to get even worse. Andros, you feel closer, and you almost feel like aware of where your wife is right now. Like she's home, or she's at work and she's about to come home. We'll say in a short while, about an hour or two. You guys enter into the city, and people are definitely whispering in their tones. The joyous rabble of people is kept very quiet and down. There is a concern across the faces of many of the people here. Shops are not out in the street like they normally are, and there is no stands like food trucks or selling
No food
wares.
trucks.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, it's not
boy.
literally a food truck. I'll fucking cut you.
No, I meant like it
Okay.
sucks that there's no trucks.
Excellent. Very good. Very good.
That's like a clear sign of recession. That's really bad.
Oh, don't talk to me about recessions, boy. Yes, so you guys enter in to Dawn Hall, and you have some time before Viz is off work. Is there anything the group would like to do in Dawn Call in the meantime?
I am probably going to talk to Viz first. This is getting overwhelming at the moment. If anybody would like to come with me, do so. We do have to check in with Allura.
You mean your demon migraines?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, so we do have to talk to Allura because there was just to debrief her about what happened over at Golden Suede and if there's any requests from them in the moment. But I think I need to head home first. If anybody wants to come with me, you're welcome.
I'll come with you. Make sure
Stick together. Just-
you're all right.
All right.
Yeah,
On the way, do you know of a place we could drop off this 10,000 gold?
That was also part of the reason why I was talking about splitting up is like, while I'm dealing with this, some of us could maybe go magic shopping or look into investments of in expanding the lore or
yeah, okay.
be a little
Do
bit
that
efficient
if-
with our time here.
Whoever wants to
Alright,
go with me,
let's-
we can do that as long as we have a direction to go.
Come on, Val, let's go.
Alright.
I will like direct them towards like more of the marketing district and that stuff.
Okay.
Oh no. I have to be the responsible one. Oh no.
No, Ty's turning over a new leaf now, dude. It's fine.
Okay. Alright. Show me this new leaf.
It's still from the same tree.
Yeah.
But it's a little greener this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just heading home and waiting
Okay.
for.
Who else is going with you? Anybody?
Oh, roll.
I
think
was.
Rolf
Yeah, yep,
is.
Rolf is. Okay.
I'm sticking with him.
Okay. All right, the three of you go off into the city, in
I
the
think-
direction of where you could donate some money. Rolf and Andros go home, and when you get home, you notice your door is locked, which is normal, so that's very good. You use your key and you open up the door, and what's not normal is the house is looking a little rough, a little tossed up, and things thrown around. So it looks like messy, not like somebody ransacked it. And Viz should still be at work for another 2 hours, but you can hear her in the house.
I'm just gonna gonna not say anything. Just gonna kind of slowly walk my way in quietly.
As you walk through, you can see the house. In the... Oh, stop it. Stop it. In your house, you can see, like, your cat unusually would be following you and Viz all around, being just fine. Is, like, high above on your cabinet, just sort of, like, peeking out, clearly in distress. Your water at your sink is running. It's just continuing to run. You can see, like, droplets of, like, blood on the ground from, like, maybe a cut or something that might have happened here or there. Or it's dried. It looks old at this point. And when you turn into the living room, you can find Viz nervously, like, writing down something onto many pages. There's pages of paper all, like, tossed to the ground, and at a look you can see there's all sorts of just, like, demonic writings on everything that she's writing down. And she turns and she sees you, and there's, like, a big smile on her face as she goes, and she's just like, like, Andros, good, you're home, fantastic. What you notice is there's some strange spotting on her skin that's starting to show up. Horns are protruding out, unlike her normal, like, tiefling-like look. And there is a wing out of her right now that is currently protruding as she looks towards you with a grin and being like, oh, I'm glad you're back, finally. And you feel like the headaches start to subside now that the two of you are together again.
Aw.
What is going on here?
I think this is great. This is very good. What's going on right now is everything we could have wanted. You've probably felt as strong as well, right? You've been feeling the power like I have, right?
I've been feeling power, but I've also been feeling change.
Yeah, that's fine. It's totally fine. That's great.
No, it's not. Not all of it.
Are we using that tone today?
I just kind of gesture.
She looks confused. What?
Do you see my face? Do you see what's...
You look as handsome as ever as she comes up and, like, grabs you, and, like, both your skin is fucking hot. Like, it is, like, searing hot, the both of you. But it doesn't bother you when you guys are touching one another either. But there's visible steam that you can see, Rolf, and you can feel inside here. It's like 10 degrees hotter than it is outside. You're like,
Do I look different from you at all?
I mean, did you do something different with your hair?
Let me just try something. I'm gonna minor illusion what I look like onto Rolf's face and change the way he looks. So that's Rolf's face, but it's my deformities.
Yes.
What does that look like to you?
It looks like your face. What is...
I mean, I've been turning into a demon, into a fiend.
No.
Yes.
No. It could...
No.
Well, it might be for the best then. Maybe this is what we need. If this could be good for us. Maybe if that's true. You know, you never lie to me.
The forces of Von Kraken have been confused. They've been calling me demon and brother. They think I'm with them. Innately.
Maybe...
And I feel angry. All the time.
I feel full of rage. This could be exactly what we need to grow powerful in the court.
Anger unchecked is not a gift.
No. But together we can overcome.
It has been unchecked. I've almost harmed my friends. I've almost harmed innocents. have. And I give her like the most sincere eyes.
Make a perception or persuasion check.
That is a 24.
Oh, Jesus. Time to break the game. No, I'm kidding. No, no that's not a situation for them.
Zuzu shows up.
Every time you roll 25 in this game or higher, Zuzu shows up.
And,
Particularly for persuasion.
I imagine you're getting this, but like she knows my feelings towards like the innocents and like what's happened in the past, like all my trauma from all the
for sure,
I've been
for sure.
Yeah.
And what you're noticing is there is something clearly wrong in her eyes, even though she's still smiling, and there is more like an unstable, in denial panic in her eyes that you can see, that she can't control whatever's happening, and you're getting all this from a moment. It is able to slip in this moment of perception that you have with her, that you make this sincere plea to her. You are able to tap into your bond with her, and in that second you can see things are not all right. Things are not okay, despite everything physically, or despite everything she's saying to you. There are two truths happening right now.
Yeah. I think this power is dangerous. I think we need to be either. I think we need to either need to be focusing on refining it or separating from it temporarily until we can understand what this is doing.
No! At the moment you say separate it, you see her get angry. Her eyes almost glow for a second there. She goes, no. This is the way. This is definitely the way. It was told. This came down. This is my way to the top. Our way to the top. And we actually have to do one more.
What's that?
Von Kraken has given me a very special. I gotta remember where this is. Give me a second. It would be in NPCs. No, that's the tracker. Is it in Pantheon stuff? I don't think so. Pantheon? Oh, I think it is. Maybe. No. Oh boy. Can I? No. Well. Let me see. Demon. Nope. Oh, I can search this way. Demon. Nice. Wikis are hot. Not that one. Demon lore. Oh, that's spelled wrong. Here we are.
Lorch.
That's because the hotkey is H to drag around, so that's how the H got there.
Hey, fuck that guy.
Viz, we had a deserter. As you brought me his head, Asgarath, and he was one of the lower tiers, a boss that we were tasked with getting, returning back. And I did such a good job, even though it wasn't my duty to go grab him, that Von Kraken took this as such a glorious victory, and now he's tasked us, if we want to ascend, to take out Razair, the Voidbrand. If we consume him, he will elevate me to one of his generals.
Okay.
Okay?
Your task is my command. But understand this. what's going on right now, what this power is doing, it's hurting me. And I just turn and start walking.
I say as you see that, she kind of like falls to her. She does fall to her knees on the floor, and there's still a smile on her face, but there is like a crack in her eyes per se,
Yeah.
as there is clearly a difference between the emotion down here and the emotion
Mhm.
up here.
And I'll stop at the door and I'll say, I'll never abandon you. But I trust that you'll do the right thing. And I
As
step
he
out the
leaves.
I was about to say that too.
I'll
As I
never
leave.
abandon you as he's
Um,
leaving.
Rolf, what are you doing during all
No, I
this?
said I wouldn't abandon her. I said I know, I get it.
So,
The
it's just
irony.
funny. The irony is very funny.
Rolf, are you doing anything during this whole situation as this is unfolding?
Well, as like, I guess when that happens and he's leaving, I'm like, Andros, is this a good idea to go along with?
The task was to kill the Void Brand and bring it back to her. I never said when.
Okay. Something's really not right. I mean, obviously you know that, but
Yeah. There's something in her that understands that, but she can't face it just yet.
okay. Do you think we just buy her enough time?
That's my hope.
Jeez. Yeah, she seems like a completely different person. Like, definitely not right in the head.
I think she's torn. She's torn between her duty and the person she's become. All I can do is do my best to keep her safe.
You think it's purely an internal struggle?
I don't know for sure. All I know is that there was a part of her that understood what she was doing and the gravity of what was going on. And I don't know how to help her other than act as her vassal.
Okay.
All I can do is try to delay whatever's going on as much as I can.
Are you okay? That was jarring for me. I can't imagine for you.
I give him kind of like that pained smile of a soldier.
And you double over in pain as your arm turns demonic. Your hand that you still have is now clawed and scaly and red.
Fun.
Oh, it just got worse again. Right here.
And that pain returns in your head a little bit as you've now gotten distance and exit out of the house.
I mean, is Delane gonna be enough if this keeps happening?
I don't know.
We might run out of time.
I don't know what to do here, Rolf.
Yeah, I guess I don't either.
We can go back and try to appeal to her. We can go back and try to separate this, but I don't know.
What do you think would happen if we tried to do it ourselves?
I mean, depending on how we approached the situation, she might attack you. She might blame you for tricking me in some way, or the rest of the group.
If I distracted her for long enough, do you think you could take care of ridding the power?
I don't know what that would even entail. I mean, we could go
Okay.
back to that. We could go back to the hideouts. I mean, do I rip the head and the fires off that machine, or has it already been consumed? Is the magical essence within us already?
This is far
Very-
outside my purview.
Very much outside mine as well. And she's not in a
It's
state to
unfortunate.
talk about it rationally right now.
No. I feel like I have this feeling that this isn't something we can wait out.
Well, what if we stay a night? We stay one day. My goal there was to try and set a seed. Maybe if we
Sure.
maybe if we reapproach her after she's had some time to think, maybe we can have a better plan.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea. Yeah. We should think about how to follow up.
For now, though, I kind of like ducked my arm under my cloak a bit more, so that I'm basically just like unviewable under a cloak.
Mm-hmm. The other three, you guys go toward. So this is, let's see, we'll call this. She would have woke up in the morning, took a day to travel. She gets out of work 2 hours early. We'll call that an hour, so call it 4:30-ish. As you guys are back in town, I'd say you can give the money to a local charity.
Oh, I think you
What?
misunderstand. I think you misunderstand.
You guys are gonna go
We're
buy
going
stuff.
to spend the money. We're investing in Dawnfall's local economy.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna be investing in like some sort of like stocks and bonds. You
It
know?
was 5,000
Right.
gold coins that he gave you guys marked, so it's 5,000. Don't forget about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
We
you
have-
want to spend 5,000 gold coin, okay?
5,000 gold coin upgrading lore.
I mean, I also
Sounds
have
like we can do that.
I have so much fucking money, guys. You don't even...
All right.
Golf could
So
probably
any of
use
that
an
stuff
extra
can be
hammer.
done outside game. So we
I
can
know that.
All right. So
Yeah,
we
you
will
know.
put a pause on the spending for the roleplay part.
Yeah.
There's
is there-
one thing I
Let's get
wanna
back to.
do
Is there
with-
anything else you guys want to do?
Yeah. So
besides-
before we spend all of it, I'm gonna go to Val and say, do you think it might be wise to spread false breadcrumbs if we give this money to a carrier fly or something?
Do you know of any flies that would be willing to fly?
Not in this plane.
I pop open the cork on my scroll case and out flutter 3 giant moths.
Mhm.
And they grab 3 of the marked gold pieces
Mhm.
and fly off in 3 different directions.
Okay.
As far as they'll go,
A raven tries to eat one of them and just eats shit because the thing's way too big. It's not a normal moth. So it's just like as it bounces off as your continues flying away.
the moths glow with like arcane power too. Like they're inscribed with some low level magic. So it's like you can fuck up that raven.
Oh yeah, for sure. Normal raven versus magical bugs. It's not even close.
How far will they
My
get,
pet
do you
would be a
think?
group pet. Well, let's see. They are capable of dashing for a speed of 120. And if they do that for 10 minutes or so, that'll be a mile. If we're not in any danger today, I can just dismiss them and call them back at the end of the day, and that will put them pretty far out, you know, it's a dozen miles or so in either direction. And if they decide to follow up on either of those, it would presumably be within a scouting post of the city. This is one of the... I don't know. Is Don Colin an especially defensible city?
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
capital city with. Isn't it set like near a mountain?
Yep.
Yeah.
But
it
that's
is
where
a
the
very-
current dispute is. Border dispute with Von Kraken's clan.
It is a
Right.
very, very well equipped city.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'd hate to kill one of your friends, your flies. But what if you could send some of it directly into Von Kraken's army, and if they take it and your friends happen to go into Von Kraken's court by chance, that could be two birds, one stone.
You know, that's probably a good idea. I send the clone of the clone of the clone towards Von Kraken's army on the
Okay.
border, and leave a tiny breadcrumb there to see what happens.
Okay.
I don't imagine that they'll get there until a while from now, but
Mm-hmm.
Just a possibility if they realize that we've dumped it all off, and maybe they think we may have missed a few or something.
yeah, it's a good idea. If there's any way we can trick them and make it easy on ourselves later, that would be
Slow them down at all. Yeah.
Yeah. And who knows? Maybe they just beat Von Kraken, solve that problem for us.
Whichever way, one or the other.
A fucking third clone. It's gonna.
No, no,
No,
not
that's
No,
not-
I know, like the domino effects, but the laugh of like you think you get to solve that easily.
No.
If only, dude.
Yeah.
If only.
I know it's tongue in cheek, but God is
Yeah.
is cackling.
Yeah.
If we got to deal with the evils in our world, this world is not that easier. Not that easy. I don't care if it's fancy. All right. You guys going to see Alora, or are you going to go do something else?
Yeah, I think we were supposed to check in with Alora.
All right, you
we
guys
just
can
Meet up
Yeah.
there.
regroup at the same time to go check in with Alora.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Galadriel.
Hey.
She's so sick.
As you meet her in the council chambers, so let's see, configure. It's just her, and she's sitting over one of the desks, and she looks very stressed and very tired. Boop-a-doo, select file, save changes. There we go. Boop-a-doo. Bring her back. Oof. Alright, bite me. How about that? As she sees your group, she gives a smile and thank you all for everything you've done for Dawn Call. You have all been a blessing in these trying times.
We figured out what was going at Golden Suede.
Thank you. It's a huge relief for our people.
It's taken care of. There's some sort of demonic presence there still that was related to it, but it's kept at bay from what we had discussed with she. They have some defenses against it for the time being.
Yes.
Our next plan was actually to head towards Sorenmere. There's a piece of business we have to do up there.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything in the meantime that you want to discuss?
How long till you return? We may need your help sooner than later. I know it's
Probably
it's
gonna
a,
be
it's a lot to ask.
month and a half's journey to get there.
Okay.
Probably to return 2 or 3 months maybe before we return.
Unless there's a way for us to utilize
More expeditiously.
faster transport.
I know you've sworn your whole group has sworn no loyalty to Dawn Call, but you have proven to be incredible help, and things are troublesome here, and we may need as much help as possible in the future. I would happily grant you passage through one of our teleport circles to get you closer to Sormir in a quicker amount of time to grant you this transportation back and forth. I am worried for what's on the horizon.
Is there anything specific coming down? Like, how has the situation changed? We know the sickness seems to have been spreading. We were made aware of that.
Yes, so that sickness is still spreading. Von Kraken's people continue to push further and further in different areas and have begun harassing people. It feels like any day he may try to do a full-scale assault on a city somewhere. And we are doing our best to try and prepare, but I believe somebody is betraying Dawn Call. I believe there are people inside here that are actively working because they know everything we're doing before we do it, and they have unbelievable amounts of preparation, of insider knowledge, and I don't know where else it could be coming from besides of what we've already discussed a bit of, but it's more. There's things that even she is not privy to that is still being leaked. So even if it is just her, it can't be. It has to be more. And I don't know who I can trust anymore.
Can we...
I give eyes at Andros.
Can we, do you have any way to prevent prying eyes, prying ears? Absolutely.
I do not. I do not at this time. I used to have friends I trusted. I do no longer trust them for some task like that. We would have to go to, I actually don't know where. We would maybe a friend in Last Star. I have to find people that are not currently involved. You all, as I take a risk, you keep coming back. You seem to be a bright light here in Dawn Call, and I believe in the will of people, and I'm choosing to trust that my judgment of your character has been forthright. I think you all mean what you say to me and will do well by me, so I'm choosing to trust you.
I meant any sort of...
No, I understand that,
yeah.
yes. So we would have to travel to Last Star to get a secure place. There is nowhere in Dawn Call I currently trust to have a secure conversation. I am not sure if it is as simple as this room is bugged or magically listened to, or another room. I will certainly find out if all of a sudden what I have said to you comes back in my face, like so many other things have recently. If it's specifically this room or something else.
Is it just the words, or do you suspect they see?
I don't know. That's a natural one. What the fuck?
Do you have access to a way for our minds to connect?
I don't think so. I think Alora's just a normal dudette.
Not like
Does
a
she have-
major, like,
She's a civil
telepathic
servant,
bond
like
or
that.
Yeah,
anything
she's
like
just a
that.
civil servant elf.
What about a scroll?
That's a good suggestion.
Didn't they have the scroll? Isn't that how we contacted Dawn Call from
Yes, but that
Golden
was a
Sway?
different kind. But yes, she could. Yes, that's a great idea. She gestures with you guys, and you guys walk over to a room. She takes out one of her keys, and then has magical runes that she's able to like. She knows where to press. She's not inherently magical besides elf properties, and I've totally, nerfed elves in my world. So, in you guys go and you find a place of scrolls, modest, and she goes to one on the shelf, and there's maybe like two or
Telepathic
three.
bond is the one I'm thinking of
Yep,
right
and
now.
she pulls a telepathic bond from it, and she kind of looks at you guys and sees
Val, could you potentially do the honors?
It would be a risk. Do you have multiple copies of this?
there's like one in. I'll say there's two on the shelf. They would have 3 in stock.
Oh,
That would take me
or
quite a while.
anyone, can we make
I-
it so
I
that
c-
it's...
It's likely that I can do it, as long as I don't completely forfeit.
Okay.
So, telepathic bond is on the wizard spell list, but it's above the level that I can normally cast, so the DC becomes 10 plus the level of the spell for an Arcana check, I believe is the way it normally works.
Yes.
So it's a 6th level, right? It's DC 16.
I think it's a 5th. Let me double check that for you.
Please do.
And I was all asking if it's a 5th level, and I was asking if any of the rest of the group had any buffs that we could use for this.
Not
Please.
really. I mean,
Rerolls
I can be
or
I can be inspirational. That's all I got.
That would be wonderful.
Listen, take it. Like, give it up.
Okay.
Literally
cast
everything to make
guidance.
this successful.
There it is.
I can make sure it's not a natural 1.
That
Yeah,
is
okay, that's big. I mean, honestly, that's big. I'm sure you have a pretty high intelligence modifier.
Yeah, I have a +8 to Arcana currently. Okay. I will initiate the casting. I'll perform the somatic components and allow the scroll once again. If I had more time, I would scribe this one, but I don't, so I allow it to burn up in the casting. I get a D. I'm gonna roll the D4. And is it a D6 or a D8 for inspiration?
D4. No inspiration? Never mind, no.
Mine's a D6, and it will always be a
I'll roll those
D6.
first. So that's a 5. So I'm adding +13 to this D20 roll. So I'm trying to hit a 15. 6 plus 13 is 19. The casting goes off without a hitch.
Nice.
I cast telepathic bond, connecting all of us mentally.
Okay.
Internally, I say, Allure, there is a very important piece of information we need to reveal to you that we found when we were in Golden Suede.
Okay.
We have shown the proof to She already, and for the sake of security, we won't reveal it in the open here. But we have definitive proof that Seraphine Lamora that sits on the council is not Seraphine Lamora. And she has not been for 3 years, at least.
You see Alora basically like nearly fall over. She has to steady herself on one of the shelves with a scrolls, and she's like, "Oh,
This is fully verified. Part of our journey to Sorenmere is to try and restore what remains back to herself.
what happened to her?"
She was somehow abducted, and her power was experimented on by the entities being influenced over by Golden Suede, these plague doctor entities. There were 2 of them. One of them experimented by carving pieces of powerful entities apart and then sewing them back together in crude, maligned abominations. And we have one that we have basically one abomination that contains many of the parts of Seraphine that appears to be following us for the time being. So we are taking it to see if it can be restored in the pools of Cthulhu.
Oh,
And we found
And
we
have-
found the
we have a journal
rest
that-
of the remains of her as
Yes.
well.
We found the rest of her body in this place, and we have a journal detailing the entirety of the process, the timeline, when it happened, and how she was removed. Or what happened to her after she was removed. We don't know how or when. We just know the date in which this plague doctor acquired her.
what date? What date was it?
I will say whatever it
Yeah,
was.
yeah. You show her the book, and she's
Yeah.
like,
I don't show her the book.
"Oh, okay." You just say the
I,
date.
I haven't revealed it at all in the open.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
in
yeah.
case.
Good call. That day. What happened that day? That day was. I think that was a festival day where many people were visiting, and a combining of cities. Yes, and we were celebrating some of Tom Call's greatest. She was with me the entire day. How could she have been taken?
Maybe it was
She-
before you met up for the day. Maybe it was the night before.
Well, there was something strange that came up that concerned the finances, and Serafina went to check with the auditors to see what was wrong. It was brief. She was gone maybe 10 minutes, checking in with to make sure everything was all right. That's maybe the only time I didn't see her from that dawn, so it could have happened the day before. Except you see the timing on it says it's couldn't have happened that earlier in the day.
Who are these auditors? Do you know which ones? Or
Oh, sure. It's the same old auditing department. They're still all there.
how many of them are there?
Probably 15 or so.
Do you know them well?
I can't say, to be honest with you. No, I don't know them. Well, they keep to themselves. They're a quiet lot, and they've done a good job at making sure everything is safe in Dawn Call. I've only written reports of just how cold they can be as a group, and but their services are appreciated, and it's necessary to make sure everything is being accounted for openly and transparently.
Shoot, Andros, a knowing look.
Well, I don't think you can trust any of them then.
Oh, yes. He clearly, how? She was a powerful mage. It doesn't make any sense.
Anyone can be stabbed in the back if taken by surprise.
Dawn Call's not supposed to be like that.
But is it really Dawn Call? As you've already suspected. Maybe one of those unbeknownst to us. Working with outside factions.
Perhaps nearby factions.
Could be many things.
All I'm letting you know is that there probably is a mole. It very well could be whoever or whatever is sitting on the highest seat of this city. The only people that know this information are the five of us, you, and the Valkyrie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I need to... Well, you're gone. I need to take precautions for the people at On Call. If our council is compromised, we have to find a way to secure the safety of our people.
Do you have something in mind?
In this moment, no. But I will have something. That is what I do best.
At least you can prepare whatever
Yeah.
information is being presented. You can use that potentially to worm out who's leaking the wrong information.
Just be extremely careful. These are obviously very powerful and possibly well-connected people. We don't want anything to happen to you.
Oh, what's this? Who all got inside the scroll vault? 1 second, I'm getting the image.
I quickly grab as many scrolls as I can grab.
She does not let you. She does not let you take them.
No, it's the Scroll
please.
King.
No, it's not the Scroll King. It's another council member. His name's definitely around here. Ba-ba-da-ba-da.
Scrolls McGee.
No.
His name is General Silkara, the Mirror of Gold.
Yeah, right.
There he is. Let's go H. Kaldrak Vireheart.
Oh, Kaldrak, yeah.
Kaldrak, a beloved council member.
Calvin.
He is a Goliath, so he is awfully tall.
Hello.
Hello! Oh, I see you are having a conversation here with Laura. Wow, what's at this time? What's
we
going
are
on? Is
her,
everything all right?
Yes, we were just debriefing. We are the. Well, I kind of look at the group. We kind of are going by the name that run this chase. We are a group that's recently formed. She sent us over to Golden Suede to deal with a problem that was out that way, and we were coming back to debrief her about what goings on had happened.
Oh, that's fantastic that we've had you guys around. Thank you. You've done a great service to the people of Dongcall. He walks over and gives you a firm handshake and nods to the rest of you all, and he looks at Laura, who's just like, oh, he looks shaken up. Is there something I need to be made aware of?
She was just telling us the stress that all you are facing right now.
Oh, certainly.
What it's been getting.
Times are tough here in Dawn Call, but I know we will answer our calling as we all do here. It is a trying time, but we will get through it. You look tired, Laura. Let's sit you down and get you some tea, and maybe we can take a moment to formulate a plan for what's going on in this world right now. You're here early once again. Meeting's still not for another 2 hours. You're meeting me now here. I'm a bit concerned.
In our headspace,
Yep.
I want to communicate to Allura. Is it normal for him to come in here and check if there's people?
I've never seen him do it. I've worked with him on the council for 8 years.
Do you want us to do something?
I don't know. I think I'm scared. And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Aww.
I was about to jump this guy.